going on? What's going on, YouTube? It's Cruz back with Toxic King. We're back from their podcast. Today we got we got my boy
Santana.
and today we got a really special guest. We got
Kara.
What's going on, Kara? How you doing?
Good.
Good. I just want to say thank you for coming on, cause you come from far away. So, let's kind of dive right into it. So, how did you meet me? Cause I don't really remember personally.
So I met Cruz when I was bartending at Fat Joe's.
Okay.
It's in Fond du Lac, and a lot of college people go there. Yeah. And I met him with a group of friends, and I feel like I think you were really drunk when I met you. So I don't think you even remember meeting me for the first time. But since then, I now live in Arizona full time, so I'm not coming back. I just came back to visit.
So, all right, well, let's jump right into it. So, what do you think of because you live in what, Scottsdale, like the town?
I just moved to Scottsdale, yeah.
So cause that's a pretty big city, right?
Well, I used to live in Western Phoenix, which is way bigger than Scottsdale. Scottsdale's like a suburb of Phoenix.
Okay. So how was it from moving from Little Fond du Lac to Arizona and living the life you do now? Cause we all see your lifestyle. And you're like, sorry. So we all see your lifestyle now. So how do you how does it go from here to there? What was the big change for you?
There's a lot. I feel like it was a huge culture shock for me because I didn't actually grow up in Fond du Lac. I grew up in Rosendale. So I went to Laconia and it only had 300 kids in the whole entire high school.
Same with North Fond du Lac. I went to North Fond du Lac, so yeah.
So it's super small.
I had a big class.
Growing up, I never locked my car. We didn't lock our house at all.
Oh.
So it was really rural Wisconsin. And I remember the first time I moved to GCU, where I went to college, my first year, I almost got my car stolen at a Starbucks.
Car stolen? The stuff in it or your actual car?
No, my actual car, because I had a pickup order and I left it running, and out of my peripherals, I saw this guy running towards my car. And I was like, I think he's about to steal my car right now, because he was running, and he was from the other side of the parking lot. So I sprinted back to my car, and we were 3 inches away from each other, and I was just staring at him, for a full minute and a half, just
what are you gonna do?
Staring at him, because I didn't want to turn my back, because I thought he would try to do something and then whatever.
Yeah.
So I think that was probably my wake up call, where I was okay, I grew up super naive.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah, here we don't really got to worry about much.
Yeah.
No.
Pretty low key
Never.
So, since you live there, do you think the lifestyle? So, what about now? Is everything cool now? Has
yeah,
everything slowed down?
Scottsdale is it's a really good area. So there's not much crime or homeless people or crackheads. So
Okay.
Yeah. So, do you think you'll ever? Because your parents live here, right?
yeah, my whole family lives here.
So, how does because my mom lives in my mom and my family live in California. So I don't see my mom. I don't have really a family here.
Okay.
I have an uncle in Green Bay. So how do you balance that out? Cause me it's just hard for me. That's why I stay busy and I do a lot of things because I don't know how to
Honestly, I love my family, but I'm happy I don't have to do any of the family stuff sometimes.
Really?
The whole time I was back, it's just been family stuff. So I'm okay, I'm good.
So you're chilling?
Yeah.
So, okay. So do you try to come quite often? Cause you haven't been here in a minute, huh?
The last time I went was Christmas.
Okay.
And usually I would come back for the summer and stay here and work, but I have a really good job, so I'm not working out here, so I decided to stay out there.
So speaking of do you want to shout out where you work at?
Yeah, sure. I work at Maya Day Nightclub. Follow it on Instagram, look it up.
I'll put it on the description.
If you ever want a table or a deal, DM me.
Promote that shit. No, yeah, I'll make sure I put all that on the link in the description, all that. I'll make sure we all tag it up. So with that job, how is that Cause you look you don't want. I mean, from the I don't know, pictures are different, but from the fun you're having, will you ever come back?
No. No.
So what have you met? Cause that's a pretty poppin' club, right? Have you met any celebrities there?
Yeah, actually, okay. This is so funny. 2 weekends ago, Patrick Mahomes was there.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
But that's not even the person I was excited to see.
Jackson Mahomes or what? Jackson or what?
I was excited to see. Okay, does anybody watch The Challenge? It's an MTV show, reality show. Anybody?
I don't know. MTV was still a thing.
Okay, well, me and my sister are obsessed with this show. It's called The Challenge. And our all-time favorite person, his name's Corey.
Oh, I saw on your story.
And yes, I saw him and I was shook. I just was staring at him until he saw me, and then I like said like,
Oh my
come
God.
over here. And I was like, are you Corey from The Challenge? And he's like, yeah. And I was like,
No way.
I'm a huge fan. Like, me and my sister are obsessed with you.
Dang.
And he was like, oh, thank you. I love that. Whatever. I'm like, no, I don't think you understand. Like, me and my sister are literally like, we love you.
You don't understand. You don't understand.
And I was like, if I give you a free shot, like, can I get a picture with you? And he was like,
Aw.
yeah. So
So it was like what is it, like a
I was starstruck.
fanboy, fangirl moment?
yeah, like my coworkers were laughing so hard because they're like,
Who is that? Or
yeah, they didn't know who
oh,
it
they didn't know
was.
I think if I were a fanboy, it'd be like Justin Bieber.
Bruh.
I swear.
Yeah.
If I ever seen him, I think I like go, oh my God.
I would too, probably.
Santana, you wouldn't?
Not on Justin though. Not Justin Bieber.
Who, Russ?
I feel like
Not Rust either. No.
Russ was actually performing at the club next door, and he
Dang.
embarrassed the shit out of them.
Really?
Yeah, because they had like a huge like, they had this TikTok blow up where okay, so some of the clubs like have dress codes,
Mm.
but like it was kind of like a racial thing also.
Oh.
So like they like blew up on TikTok because they were like calling out this club. So while he was performing at this club, he was like, "Hi-Fi, you fucking suck." And then like the manager of the club was like, "Okay, you need to leave and whatever."
It's time for you to stop.
And
yeah.
like on his Instagram, he was like shitting on the club and whatever.
Damn.
Damn. Yeah, I know how those, because here,
He literally performed one song and then he's like, "Okay."
fuck this. Well, I think because like with that, what I've heard of from stuff like that is like they gotta sing at least 1 to 3 songs, and then they get their like $20,000-$30,000. So I'm guessing you have to do
Yeah.
the contract, and they probably.
Well,
would
I was
sue
kind of
them.
like, why would you even like if you felt this way, like
Yeah.
you could just post that on your socials and say like, "Oh, I'm canceling because of like this situation."
No, yeah, I'm sure the contract was like you got to perform 1 to so many songs, and we'll give you this much. Like Jack Harlow even says like when he gets like to the clubs in Miami, they'll pay him like $50,000 for 3 songs.
But like Russ doesn't have a. I don't think he has a. He's in a record label though. He's like his own.
Probably-
Solo?
His own artist.
But
I
he
think.
probably signed his own contract then to go perform there. It's like a
That's
mini
true.
contract for the night.
Yeah,
Like,
because he like makes all of his own shit and like writes it
yeah,
out
but
too.
I mean, there's still contracts, not just
True.
with the record label. So you guys all kind of know Kara. Kara's never gonna come back to Wisconsin. She's kind of said herself. I'm not gonna lie. Look, Kara. Like, I know a lot of people here that want to get out of here because they lived there forever, right? I've lived in California, North Carolina, Florida. I don't know why, but I like it here. Like, it's quiet. I feel like I lived the fast life a lot. I feel like I've lived a life, started over like 3-4 times. So I'm to the point I'm like chilling here, recording a podcast and drinking some margs. So, but no, I'm proud of you. Like because you're the definition of living life. Get out of your like hometown. You know, like that's like really cool. Because my hometown is pretty much Woodland, California. That's where I lived there for 11 years.
Yeah.
So, and there's clubs like in like Sacramento, like Mangoes with the dress code too. So I was like, I know I was wearing like Vans and I had to go back to the car to put dress shoes on because like, do you guys have that dress code?
Some people are strict about it, but like, the club that I work at is pretty inclusive, just because, like, there's a pool, so it's mostly like pool attire. I don't know. So I feel like our dress code is like pretty lenient compared to other people's. But yeah.
And you just turned 21, right?
Yeah, in
Congrats.
January.
Oh yeah, my birthday's in January. Yeah, okay. What if you don't mind? If you don't mind saying, what's the most you made in one night? Or you can't say that. Cause I mean, how poppin' it is.
So
Come on, you had to make it.
I know. I just feel like weird about saying it because I'm like, I can tell you how much somebody has tipped me. The most somebody's ever tipped me.
The most someone will make us Corey.
So
Corey.
this happened. No, not even him. He didn't even tip me for that. But I don't care. I still love you, Corey. If you ever see this.
Whoa.
But one of the first, like when I got hired in October, so when you're hired, like a lot of those people that I work with bartending, they've been there for 5+ years. Like they're pretty much
dang.
OGs. Like you don't,
Shit.
like people have literally made a career out of it just
Are you-
because you
are you,
make
like, the
a
youngest
lot of
one there?
money. I'm one of the youngest, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
For bartenders. But so I would get like all the shitty like day shifts, like where you wouldn't make a lot of
yeah.
money.
Scut
and
work.
On this one day, this guy comes in and he just wanted like a Red Bull and one drink, and he only had American Express. Our club doesn't take American. So I was like, "Oh, we don't take American. Like, do you have something else?" And he was like, "No, this is all I have." And I was like, "It's fine, just keep it. Like I really don't care."
Oh yeah, like it's fun.
And he was like, really? Like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, at least give me your Venmo so I can Venmo you. And I'm like,
Oh.
no, it's okay. Like, I really don't care. And like, not to prejudge, but he definitely didn't look like somebody that like would have money.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, just keep it. Like, I really don't care. And he just like kept insisting. So I was like, okay, here's my Venmo. And I didn't even check my phone, but I saw him like leave, and he gets into this like brand new red Lamborghini, like one of the nicest cars I've ever seen. And I was like, okay, I was not expecting that. And I got this notification on my phone, and I looked at my email, and he had Venmoed me $500.
oh shit,
And I was like, that was like the first time I ever made like
a lot
that much
in a day.
So I was shook.
Damn.
I sent him a message, obviously, like saying thank you and whatever. But
That's
yeah, I feel like that was probably my craziest like
Crazy.
experience, just because
your first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I just wasn't expecting like that kind of money.
Damn.
So
I was in a Lambo.
yeah,
That's pretty sweet.
Also, like, don't judge a book by its cover. Like,
Exactly. Yeah, that's one thing we preach a lot here is don't judge a book by its cover. So let's get into the questions now. So you guys know a little bit about Kara now, not too much. But Kara, you want to tell the camera, are you single or are you taken? What's going on here?
So I guess technically I'm taken, but I'm weird about that kind of stuff.
You are, huh? A dude in AZ or what?
Yeah.
Shout out, Okay, good looks.
Okay. Okay.
So Santana, you have a couple questions you want to ask Kara. You want to start off with that first one?
Well, yeah. So here on Toxic Kings, we have this trademark question.
Ooh. Okay.
So our trademark question is, what is your toxic traits?
Just in general, like in friendships,
I feel like
family.
I feel like in general, like for relationships, I don't like to commit, and I'm also like very independent. But I've always been super independent, so like that, I feel like it's just a personality trait. For friendships, I would say like I'm pretty stubborn.
Do you think I'm stubborn?
Yeah.
Damn, I don't think I'm.
Hella. What?
Like I don't think
You
I'm
don't
always.
think so?
I don't think I'm always right, and I don't think like I always know everything, but I feel like I have a pretty good idea of like what's going on around me. So if I feel strongly about something, I'm not gonna like.
Okay.
No, that's how
Got
you
it?
are. Yeah. No, you're not like the.
Like I'm one to like I'm one
Weird
to
way.
like acknowledge the elephant in the room right away. Like if I know we're in
Yeah.
like for example maybe some like a podcast where like there's an elephant in the room, I'm gonna bring it up. Like, cause let's just
Be
get it over
honest.
with. Like let's just get it over with.
Yeah.
But so another thing is, so you said how you don't how you don't like committing. So have you ever been like in a really long relationship at all? Like at all?
So I had like one kind of relationship in high school, but that lasted like 4 months. And then in Arizona, I kind of went crazy my freshman sophomore year. And then I've been talking and like with this guy exclusively for like a couple months, like maybe 6 months.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So okay, so on that, have you ever had a time where you really like someone and you just and like one of you just ended it? And if that case, how do you like deal with it? See, because you're independent, so I'm thinking you're just gonna go on with your day. Okay, bye.
Yeah, I feel like it sounds really bad, but like if anything, I'm like the one that is like, bye.
Damn.
Like not to be mean or anything like that, but like freshman and sophomore year, I felt like I was so young and I wanted to meet a lot of new people, so I'd just be like,
Hi.
yeah.
Hi, bye. Hi, bye. I
Yeah.
see. No, I see that. Okay. See, I was in high school and stuff. I was always in relationships. Like, I was never single. So, like, when I had my little like 7-month phase, I went crazy too.
But I feel like here it's easier to like have a boyfriend than out there because there's a lot of situations where like, okay, this is another story. I didn't know that he was a professional bull rider, but he came in and he was like flirting with me and whatever. And like I didn't know that he was like actually, I don't want to say his name, but I guess a lot of people know him. But I had no idea who he was, and he was tipping like $200 each time for like 3 drinks. So I like obviously kept going up to him, and then
I gotta get the bag.
he was like, "Oh, like we should hang out, whatever." And I looked at his Instagram, and he had a wife and a whole baby.
No.
Damn.
So like I feel like I've experienced way too many situations like that where it's like the guy has a girlfriend or like they're in a relationship, but it's like so it's it's really messed up, but it's like so normal down there for like especially older men to have like wives and like girlfriends, but then they also have like
Girlfriend.
young girl like
Whoa.
friends that they hang out with. So it's
Have you ever
it's weird.
have you ever been put in a situation where like you just didn't know at all, where like his social media didn't even show, and you went on a date, and then later you found out like
No, I've never been on a date with these people, but
really? You're just out there grinding and having fun, pretty much, huh?
yeah,
That's good. That's good. That's
yeah.
all that matters. Focus on yourself.
Because a lot of people out there are like super materialistic and they're not like really genuine.
Mm.
So that's why also like
And that's where that Wisconsin in you comes out.
yeah, that's like another thing with like the culture. It's just so different. Like somebody you don't even know like who has money down there because everybody just like wants to show off like what they have. So they could have like $0 in their bank account, but they're still like at the club spending
All the time.
how much ever money and like wearing the best stuff. It's like
Jesus.
the priorities are just different. Like
No.
we're here, I think people are more genuine.
I think if this is out of all the states I live in, this is probably the nicest one.
Yeah, like the people are nice in general, and like it's good to get a break. Like I liked this visit because it was just a break.
And you got to see family.
Yeah.
And chill. I know that's how I feel.
And
I know.
friends.
I know. One thing I do a lot, like when I'm like doing too much here, I run away to my mom's house in California.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I like take my break. I'll stay out there. I'll get like a one way.
Does she live in San Diego or where?
Sacramento. It's by
Sacramento?
it's
Okay,
by,
yeah.
by San Francisco.
Yeah.
They live out there. But yeah, so okay, so you guys hear she's not single, but she's not taken. So
Exclusive.
exclusively. So another question I have: have you ever used Tinder before?
So I did my freshman year of college, but our campus just like I don't know if this was the universe or like if our campus was just too small, but I would like match with somebody and instantly see them walking like through campus the next day.
Whoa.
So I just was like, I can't.
Can't
Like I
do
don't know
this?
when to say hi or like if these people
Those shy moments.
know who I am. So I was like, I'm deleting it.
Well, Santana has another question for you that I want to really ask. I want to hear your definition on this too.
All right. Well,
Ask it up.
so for the guys, I guess, that don't know what hot girl summer is, for your definition, what is hot girl summer?
I really think it's kind of like a girl glow up. Like they get their nails done, they change up their hair, they're like feeling themselves. I feel like it's a coming to confidence almost. Like maybe if they weren't like secure in their past relationship or like if they're just getting out of a relationship and they're like kind of finding like their identity again. So they're like going through this glow up and like putting themselves first.
Okay.
That's how I would describe it for me. Like,
Did you ever go through one, or do you think every summer is your hot girl summer?
yeah, always
Every
try to glow
summer.
up.
Cause when I hear,
Always.
cause when I hear dudes talking about hot guy summer, I don't know, like it's just
I've never heard that in my life.
you never. It's probably your
It's
thing.
just weird.
It's probably,
I feel like that would just, yeah.
and when I tell you who says that, you'll be like, oh, of course. But like, I'll tell you after this. But like, no, like, I don't know. They think it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like every chick in town, they gotta, stuff like
yeah.
that. So like, what do you say to that when girls say like hot girl summer is, or even a guy like sleeping around? Like, do you think that's a hot girl summer? Or that's just an excuse to say another
So-
word we're thinking of.
I feel like this is probably a hot take, but I think for both guys and girls, like when it comes to like sleeping around and like all that stuff, like I think we've become so used to like a hookup culture. I'm personally not for it at all. I think
Me either.
it causes a lot of like I don't know, just like mental issues. Like
Trust.
I mean that's
loyalty.
scientifically with girls also though because there's just like different hormones and chemicals. But I think for both sides it's just like not healthy because if that's your idea of like what if your hookup culture is like your idea of what like relationships start on or what they could be, like that's not healthy to me.
Yeah.
So you don't believe in like hooking up on the first date?
No.
Facts.
No.
But I'm not also shaming anybody that does that. If you want to do that, that's fine.
No,
but
I
like
am.
that's
I'm
just
kidding, I'm
not.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's just
No,
not
I'm just kidding.
me.
I'm just kidding.
I think it's
No,
also
you're a
like
horrible person. Like, no, I'm just kidding.
I think it's also just like your personal preference. Like if you're really vibing with that person and that's like your first date and you want to do that, cool. Like I'm not saying that you shouldn't, But I'm also saying like that's just not how I am.
See, now I'd be a hypocrite if I said that too, because I did go through a little phase. But what I told the camera a lot now, like our channel is like, don't do it, because I feel like me as a guy, just focusing on one girl is way easier, way nicer.
Yeah.
You have someone there for you all the time. Like, is that kind of what like you would want eventually later on? That one person, or you just
Yeah,
or
for
you're
sure.
just on the
Like
grind right now?
like security, obviously, like that's a nice feeling. And like somebody that actually genuinely likes you as a person and not just for like other shallow things. But like for a girl's perspective, it's more just like, why would you allow like all these random people to like use your body? Like I feel like it should be
It's a
more
flower.
intimate than that.
I was told it's a flower.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like I don't know. I maybe a little bit like
Different.
old fashioned in that, but
No, I'm so like so you believe in like going on dates, right? Like going on dates. Me too.
well, I believe in like a friendship first.
Yeah.
So like the guy that I'm exclusive with now, we were like friends for like a year.
Okay.
Okay.
I see.
And I like constantly friend zoned him. But then got drunk really night and then I was like, maybe I like you. And then after that I was like, no.
So
But
maybe
I'm
the
like, I
friend
guess we're
zone kind of
exclusive.
works sometimes. Then.
So you're playing pretty much.
It
So
kind of does. It kind of does. And he's
what does?
you know what? I'm not even gonna say.
You be messing
What I
with
was
me
gonna
all the
say.
time for that?
Say what? Messing with what?
The friend zone stuff.
Oh, you put a lot of guys in friend zones. Huh? You hurt a lot of guys' hearts here in this town.
In this town?
I think so. I've heard. Cause I remember one time.
Like really?
Cause I remember one time we were at Fat Joe's and you're like, see that guy over there? You told me this. But you were drunk though too. I was at Fat Joe's one night and then you're like, hi Cruz, like, what's up? And then you're like, see that guy over there? I'm like, yeah. I friends on him and him.
Bruh.
I was like, those are the homies.
It's just not the vibe here for me personally.
Facts. Nah, I mean it is. I mean, see, you find your person, whatever. I mean, and like I was in Cali, didn't find no one. North Carolina, didn't find no one. Here,
Yeah.
we're chilling here, but I do want to go. I never been. You ever been? I never been to Arizona. You been to Arizona?
Come
No.
visit.
So how'd you like find that? How'd you like? What told you go to
Do
Arizona?
you guys need a bouncer?
Yeah, probably.
That's a big ass bouncer right there.
I
may have to move to Arizona.
basically I got like a lot of scholarships to this school that I went to, Grand Canyon, GCU. So that's why I went because it was cheaper for me to go there than it was like a 4-year in Wisconsin, and I knew that I wanted to get out of state, so it was like honestly the perfect solution to like what I wanted to do, and then also like where I could go.
Facts. And then
So-
and it opened up a really big door for you because now you're like making $500 from dudes with red Lamborghinis.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, everything works out for the best. I'm glad you're like enjoying it out there. I'm glad you're doing what you want. Like, I don't know. I see your stories and you can tell like she's the example of getting out of your hometown and living that lifestyle, that
Sure, definitely.
living a life. So do you have like a roommate or you have like your own crib? Like you have your own spot?
So I have 3 girl roommates. Yes.
How is it living with 3 girls?
It's actually good. Like they're
They all work with you?
No.
No.
Well, one of them does, but I also went to school with her, and she's like one of my best friends.
But
Solid.
Shout out Montana, love you.
shout out Montana.
out.
But I think it's nice because they're a bit more mature. They're a bit older than me, and they also have like their own stuff going on.
Okay.
So I mean, I see them, but they're also like busy, also doing their own thing.
Why don't you do social media? I feel like you'd be so good at it.
Like an influencer.
TikTok,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I don't know, make a YouTube channel, post up like daily,
Honestly,
little lifestyles. Like,
I'm like not good at technology at all. Like I suck at it. Like I can't even make an Instagram.
you know how
reel.
much you know how long all this took to like learn? I sat down for 5 hours one
5
day to learn how
hours.
all this, cause if something doesn't like work, the whole thing won't work. So like,
Yeah, I mean,
but I mean, see, that's why it's good now. You know that I know how to do this. So one day you want to do something, you can hit up Mir Santana because we know how to work all this stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I personally do
No,
it
trust
with,
me,
like,
like, the-
producing stuff.
got the stuff.
and also like putting yourself out on the internet. Like
It takes a lot.
I mean, it opens you up to a lot of criticism. So
Oh
like,
yeah, I've already heard it. We only have like 9 episodes up right now. Oh yeah, I've heard it all already.
but it's like that. You just have to be ready for that. Like have
Mhm.
thick skin.
Do you think you have thick skin?
I think I do now. Yeah,
I
I
think
think
you
that
do.
I think that happened. Honestly, like moving to Arizona, I think
Okay.
I have like thicker skin because of it, and also like because of my job. Like you have to stand up for yourself. because like people.
Have you had like some creeps like?
Oh, for sure.
What's the most creepiest thing someone's ever done?
I had this one guy ask how much he could pay me for like time with him.
Well,
No.
And I was
Yeah.
like,
Freak
I'm
McBone
not
it
about
is.
that. But
did you
I
kick him out?
huh?
Did you kick him out?
Well, okay. This is where things in like Scottsdale and like honestly club environments are very like weird.
But they're very popular out there, right?
Yeah. But I mean there's some girls that maybe don't care about how they get their money.
Oh.
So I was like, I'm not about that, but I can introduce you to a couple girls that are. Like if
Oh, you know?
if you
Yo.
want that, like I'm not saying that everybody does that. There's a very small percentage of people that are like
That are about
that, but yeah, I feel like that was pretty weird.
Have you gotten any critics from like friends here
Oh, for sure.
about what you do there?
Yeah. I had people in my DMs ask if I was like a stripper or something.
Yo.
No, I'm not. If you're a stripper, good for you. Like I give you so much credit.
See, the thing is, like, I see what you wear, but because I'm from I've been to Vegas so many times in California. I know, like, that's what they, that's their uniform or whatever you want to call it. Like, so I never.
But it doesn't seem. It's not like taboo to me now because that's like. People just dress differently out there in general.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like out of place or taboo, but like here it's very taboo, like to dress like that or to like be in the clubs and whatever. And like, I mean, I think sometimes my family members make comments about it, and I'm always just like,
that's what I was gonna say. Like, what is like your
the other day, like my mom hosted like this family get together, and I think like I don't even know what he said, but like one of my family members like made a joke, and I was like, unless you're paying for my bills, you have no opinion on
how you make your
what
money.
I'm doing to make money.
Facts.
Like, that's none of your business. No one helped me get here. I paid for everything myself, my entire school, my car, like everything, my housing. Like, I paid for everything out of pocket. So, like, don't come for me like that.
And that's a lot of stuff that people here don't even do. Like how we preach here. Like,
well, like last summer, like I was working at Fat Joe's, but I also had an internship at an insurance company. I worked at a banquet hall. I worked at a golf course. Like I literally had 4 jobs, and I still was like,
damn.
not making nearly as much as I do now. But
And you just work one job now.
yeah.
Holy fuck! See what I'm saying? So, now when we were, I don't know when me and Santana were like, cause you went to Top Shot a couple of times, but I don't think you went when we were like turning up.
Yeah,
and it was
no.
lit.
Okay.
And me and Santana were thinking about taking it to the next level and like going farther places, but I don't know, the whole like vibe kind of went down. So like, I mean, it'd be lit to go DJ like cause I see those DJs, they have fun. And
My friend is actually an aspiring DJ.
really?
He does more like house music, tech, or
Okay.
whatever. Like
That's
raves
what we
are
want to get into. That's
raves,
what we wanna
raves
get
are
into.
really popular in the West Coast.
Mhm.
And like he got VIP passes to it's a really popular rave festival. It's called Gold Rush.
Okay.
But
Shit.
he like won VIP passes because like he does that, and he also like DJs for clubs in Tempe and Scottsdale. Like
Damn.
it's pretty good.
Have you gone out to like Vegas yet? How big? Isn't Vegas pretty close there or something?
Yeah, I'm going out this July for one of my friends. She's turning 21, and then I went
Hey.
last year, but it wasn't really that fun because they were super
COVID?
COVID conscious still.
Oh,
Like
shit.
we couldn't even lay outside like at the pool without having a mask on. Like they would yell at you for having a mask on.
So you were
For not having a mask
That's
on.
crazy.
So you were
For just laying outside.
So you were tanning with a mask on.
Yeah.
Bro, imagine that.
Like that's how crazy it was. And like we didn't really get to go.
Commercial break. So let's get let's get into the juicy stuff. If you open your phone right now, how many like DMs do you think you have in your DMs right now? If you were to open your phone up right now.
I know there's a lot less because I deleted some that I think are scams.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So probably a lot less, but a lot of the times it's also people asking like for tables at the club. Like it's mostly like job related.
Business?
Yeah. And like people asking me like, "Oh, can you get me a job
Just like some favors.
at the club?" And I'm like, "Girl, I'm still considered new and I've been working there for like 7 months." Like,
Damn. I think I follow that Maya Club.
You do?
Yeah, I remember you posted
mean,
them and it was really lit. So
I have to
just-
post.
I
Okay,
clicked
not
to
have
follow.
to. I like posting about my job, but like we're encouraged to post like every single day of the weekend.
What's like
Damn.
marketing? Because isn't it?
It is like a lot of it is marketing.
Because isn't it whenever you like get a table and they say, "Oh, Kara sent us," don't you get like something? Or do you get that table yourself?
No.
No. Oh
No,
shit.
like I'm not a server, but I feel like the bartenders, like if they book it, they should
Your
get like
opinion.
something because you like booked it.
Yeah, self promote.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm turning that's kind of I don't know if you see my Instagram, but I have like it's all reels now, just from like this podcast. But I mean, no, I feel you. Actually, so do guys like from our hometown still hit you up?
Sometimes, yeah.
What's like the cringiest
Whoa.
or like most like whoa like thing they've said like let me come out there and see you or what?
No. I feel like most of them just like say stuff, but they don't like have a lot of meaning behind it. But there was this one guy that
Chop it up.
You're
that
about to get
DM'd
exposed.
me, and he never talked to me in high school. Like, first of all, and I guess he was out there. I actually bumped into him at one of the clubs because I was out with my friends, like because she just graduated.
Yeah.
So it was like a graduation party, and I didn't even realize that it was him. But then he like DM'd me that he was there and like that he saw me and whatever. And I'm pretty sure he has a girlfriend. So I was like, eee.
Yeah, we're looking at you.
You're
We're
wrong
looking
for
at
that.
you. Nah, it's because I mean you know what they be saying.
Now I'm like, I'm hoping nobody sees this stuff.
No, we only get like 4 views. It's okay.
Nah.
For now.
We only get 4 views. But so other than that, like how's the like journey? Like what's like a Monday? Could you work Monday through like Sunday pretty much or?
No, I have Monday through Wednesday off.
So what's
So
like
I work Thursday through Sunday.
so here's a juicy question I guess. What's like a regular day for Kara? Like what do you like?
True.
Every Monday, I sit and rot in my bed after the weekend because I'm so mentally drained from like all of the like people are mean down there. Like they're brutal.
I
So,
want my
like-
drink right now.
Like like I've never seen anything like it, and I feel like coming from here where like
so-
Fat Joe's like they
You got your regulars.
expect you to be customer service like all the time. So in the beginning, I was like, oh, like I'm really sorry, like trying to compensate, but like people literally take your kindness for weakness.
for granted.
So I was like really getting like straight up bullied by some of the customers.
Damn.
And a lot of my coworkers, like, she's my bar mom. She doesn't like work there anymore, but
Aw.
she would literally like go up to them and be like, "Stop fucking talking to her like that. Like,
Damn.
get the fuck out of here, or whatever." Like, yeah, like the bartenders have very thick skin. Like, they can stick up for themselves. Where I feel like it's kind of hard for me to do that still. Like,
you're still like
well, like I've definitely said some things to people, but
I mean, there were some times where me and my friends went in there and you. Well, were we ever mean to you?
I was crabby to you.
No, because even when I came in drunk a couple of times, you were like, "You want some water?" Yeah, I want some water. Thank you. How do you not want some water? Like, I'm only like 8 Patron shots in deep. Yeah, I want some.
Jesus.
So-
Christ.
Has someone ever made you cry?
There.
DJ not gonna lie, one time someone made me cry because they said I sucked, and I want to cry.
Come on, Chris. Nah, man.
I feel like,
swear.
honestly, I'm thinking. No
Bouncing,
one's
I
made
had
me
people
like
mad.
cry. No,
I mean, if you,
not yet. I don't want that to
I
happen.
hope you don't
But
cry. But I mean, I think you do have thick skin because if you're out there by yourself, like think about it. I got like my uncle like about an hour away, so I can go see whenever I want. But you really don't have like
no.
you're solo dolo out there. So like if something were to happen, you're like not hoping nothing happens.
That's why it was like really important to me to find like really good friends. I was really blessed to have a big solid girl group when I first went out there.
yeah.
Like my first like week and a half, I was like, I think I made the biggest mistake ever. Like I'm so homesick. Like I have
Well, that's all
no
of
friends out
us.
here.
Yeah.
But then like week 2, I had all these like I met this amazing group of girls. So my
That's
college
good.
experience was great.
You finished?
No, I'm gonna graduate this December.
Hey,
Okay.
okay. I see.
Congrats.
What are you graduating for?
Business administration.
Okay.
I just didn't know what I wanted to do.
All
Honestly.
right. There's a lot of jobs in business. Like I'm in for sales and marketing. That's like business. You can.
It's
probably-
pretty vague, so that's
Yeah,
why I
you can-
chose it.
So what is? Let's say you graduate. Are you staying there at the club, or you think you're gonna find a job and what you want to do out there?
It's
work-
hard.
or
It's
work, like,
hard because
part-time.
it's just like so. It sounds dumb, but like mentally, it's like mentally draining.
Mm.
Like a lot of people describe it as like having a toxic boyfriend because you know that it's bad for you and you know that it's not healthy, but like you'll be back next weekend. It's literally
You'll
literally
be
a
back
toxic
next
boyfriend.
weekend.
So how long I will be there, I'm not sure. I'll probably definitely be there after school just to save money and like
Yeah.
pay for my debts, and then I don't know.
So then to piggyback off that, then so like, what is your end all be all goal? Like, what do you see yourself doing like 5 years
My
from now?
my
No. Wait, fuck 5 years.
Fuck 5 years.
Here at Toxic Kings, like I feel like if you want to do something, you do it like right away. So like, what's your 18-month to 2-year plan?
True.
I don't like the whole 5-year
really
shit.
right now it's difficult because what I really want to do is like own properties and
Okay.
get into like Airbnbs and stuff.
I see you,
But-
especially out there.
But the thing is like
It's a
I
bag to be
I
made.
will have to wait hopefully until like the housing market kind of
Yeah,
like
kind of
decreases
shifts.
a little bit because right now it's insane out there.
Especially out there, I was gonna
So
say.
it wouldn't even make sense for me to like invest in a property because it'll be worth less I think in the future.
Exactly.
So I would say like 5 years would be more accurate for me to like be where I want to be at,
Okay.
Yeah.
but we'll see.
It's understandable.
Yeah, because if you think about it, like, because how much is gas out there? Is it as much
Probably
as here?
almost $5. It actually might be
Damn.
$5.
Ours is gonna
Maybe
get
it's
there.
like 480.
Ours is like 420 right now.
Ours is like ours just hit 420.
485.
Damn.
Yeah.
So, damn, that's cool. I mean personally, Kara, I'm proud of you. I feel like I said, I'm glad you came on this podcast because like I told you when I hit you up, like come on this podcast, like you have a really good story.
Oh.
Like you're an example of like get out of your hometown and go live life.
Yeah.
So like, so you would never, so you would, I mean, you know how never say never, so you would never come back here, right?
It's really hard for me to say that I would.
Right now.
I just like I see all of my friends and like I see my family and I'm happy to see them and I love them, but also it's like nothing has changed
Yeah.
True.
from like high school.
No. Yeah.
And like
True.
I just kind of always knew that I wasn't going to stay here like even when I was younger. So for me like
do you still have those same friends here, or do they kind of like?
yeah,
Switch up on
I
you.
still have a lot of my high school friends here.
Really? That's
Yeah.
good.
At least in this area. I have my best friend, she lives in Madison.
Just where
But
you're
other
at,
than
like-
that, like a lot of my high school friends are still like in Fond du Lac, Oshkosh, like
Okay.
this area.
So my last question to you is like we had Brianna Roselle on this. I don't know if you know her. Brianna Roselle.
Hi.
Well, yeah. But I
Shout
asked her
out.
this question. This question was like, what's your opinion to where like, for example, fake bitches? Where do you like cross the line? Where do you think it's come to the point where like, okay, I gotta cut you off? Cause I know. Cause come on, let's be honest. We've all cut fake friends or just
Yeah.
friends out in general. So where do you think
Yeah.
crosses the line?
Well, I was lucky because my high school friends are like ride or dies. Like if I didn't,
I
if this guy
wish.
did me dirty, then everybody is like, no, like we don't vibe with you then. But I feel like in Arizona, like I've seen TikToks about this too, so I know that it's not just me like feeling this. Like the girls are, it's really hard to find girlfriends out there.
Really?
Like they're always like,
on the
I've
move?
never seen such like friends then like sleeping with their friends' boyfriends and like
Damn.
going after like guys that they like. And I experienced that too in college and I was like shook because I've never had like
So guy,
a girl
you were,
do that.
so
Like
guy you were with, your friend went after.
yeah,
him.
I was talking to this
Oh,
guy
shit.
and like I invited him back to our apartment. It's like a year ago. But she was like one of my best friends, so that's why it was like
Shocking.
I didn't even know like what was going on, but like I invited him and his friends over and she was like sitting on his lap
Yo.
and like
I thought you were gonna say he was doing some. She was there doing something
and like
else.
really like flirting with him and then they disappeared in her room for like 15 minutes.
Oh, you
And
know
that's
what
when
went down.
I was like everybody needs to leave immediately because I'm about to beat the fuck out of my friend right now. So like everybody needs to leave.
she said I'm about to drag her shit.
You all gotta balance her right now. Oh, wow.
But yeah, I think after that I just was like we like tried to rekindle the friendship, but it was kind of to the point where I was like
Forgive, never forget.
I can't even have a boyfriend because I don't know what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm good actually.
It's raps.
Moved out, never talked to her again.
Local.
You moved out?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Dang. So that's kind of.
Well, I mean, this school year ended, so like I was going to move
Oh,
out
you
anyway.
going
It
to
wasn't
move
like
out.
that happened and I out. I stuck it out the last 3 months and
Bit the
then
bullet.
left. Yeah.
So that's when kind of crosses the line when the girl sits on your guy's lap, or just like that.
I want to
Just
believe
anything in general,
that
shit.
girls, not all girls are like that, and I think there's a very small percentage of them that are like that. But the ones that do act like that clearly have like insecurities or like something else going on, because you don't just go after your friend's man like that
No,
unless you're like trying to prove something, like, oh, I can get this guy too just because my, like, it could be like a jealousy issue or like something else.
Yeah.
So I think like if you are dealing with like a toxic girl, or like you have a friend that is like that, cut them off, because they obviously have like something internal with them.
No,
Yeah.
It's. I thought you were gonna say you like walked in on them and they were just like doing.
No,
being
ew.
Imagine fog. I don't know what I'd do if I walked in. So what about friends here in Fond du Lac? A friend in Fond du Lac ever do that to you here?
No.
See,
I've
must be nice. All my friends in high school dated my ex-girlfriends. Like,
See,
it's fucked.
I really only had good experiences out here. Yeah, like my high school experience was kind of mediocre. There was like cliques and
you went to
obviously
Fondy, right?
like no, I went
No?
to Laconia.
Oh, Laconia. Oh, I
Where
thought
is
you went to
that?
Fondy.
It's like
You gotta go like that.
in Farmtown. Like, do you know where Rosedale is?
You gotta
Yeah, I
go
know
23.
that.
You gotta go 23
It's in
west,
there.
bro.
Yo.
You gotta go 23 west. Yeah, it's like
Okay.
on Johnson, but if you're going towards like the movie theater, like
They were more like, Laconia was fine, but it was very cliquey. And
okay.
like
I know what
the
you're talking about.
popular people are still like doing the same things. They
Damn.
all went to the same school. Like,
Shit.
You weren't one of the popular kids.
I wouldn't really consider myself that. I wouldn't. I feel like there was a clique and I just like was excluded from that, but I was fine with that because I had a good group of friends. We always had fun. Like,
I don't know. Did you believe in popularity? I didn't. I feel like that was just like
it definitely exists.
I feel like that was like just like a movie thing. They like brainwashed them.
Yeah, I don't even know if I was in.
Like, I think
that clique either.
popularity is an idea set,
Yeah.
but like what makes you popular, I think, is confusing. Like the popular
is.
people in my school, I was like,
Ew. Ugh.
I was kind of like, why? Like, what makes them? It could be like a name or like, like a last name or something else. But
I was
feel like
never
it's very pushy.
I was never popular. I just got in trouble, so you always heard my name like in the speaker.
Oh,
I think that's how I got like very like that's and plus we went
that's who that is.
plus like my like graduating class was like 42 people. So like you know what I'm saying. So it wasn't that hard to.
Yeah.
That's less than what I had.
Mine was 1,000.
Jeez, did you go to Fondy?
No, I went to Slinger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like
like
that's a small school.
45 minutes away from
He's in our grade.
Milwaukee.
He's because you're.
I felt like Slinger was a small school, but it's not.
Not my grade was like the biggest. Like
Mm-hmm.
like we hold the record for the biggest class, I guess.
that is
So yeah.
Decent class size.
But yeah, I mean that's. Do you have any more questions for Kara? You answered literally more than what I thought. I was like you have a lot. I don't know. I don't see how like we get to know.
Sorry, I could literally just like
See how like on the
go off on anything.
and you know what, guys? Before we came on the podcast, that she was nervous.
yeah.
Now
Yeah.
she's like, "This is my podcast." But no, guys. Wait, actually, do you have any questions for like me and Santana? Or, like,
Yeah.
do you have anything you want to ask us? Cause I haven't seen you in a minute. It's probably almost a year.
I
Almost.
don't-
haven't
well,
seen
what
you.
are you up to? Like, are you still single? No, you're not. You're not.
I'm not actually. No, I finally kind of decided like it was time to grow up and focus on one girl for once and
Good.
Couple months ago, but
yeah,
I'm just kidding.
it's been February, March. Yeah, it's been
March.
a
I'd say
minute now
March.
that
Good
that
for you.
me and her I'm not committed yet either because like I'm still scared of like that I don't know that whole trust thing. But as of right now, we're me and her chilling. We're doing pretty good. We talk about future things. That's pretty cool. And trust me, it's like way easier to focus on one person than balance
sure.
out the fucking party life. Like,
Because then you actually get to know the person.
and I'm a big homebody now. I like to sit home and edit podcasts and
Yeah.
like chill here and market my brand. If not our brand, sorry. And then if not, I mean that's what I do.
So what is your, if you had to like put your podcast next to what you want your podcast to be, of like a popular one, like what's like your goal?
Like, what can I compare it to?
Yeah.
So there's this. I don't know if you know the Nelk Boys.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
For sure.
Well,
They were in
In
They were at
Scottsdale.
ASU. Yeah, and at
They
Scottsdale.
no yeah they.
I
go
didn't
to-
even know who they were. Like
go
I
to
had to
Ar-
ask my brother who that
They go to
was.
Arizona a lot. No, yeah. So like they have a full send podcast, and like their podcast is just pretty much a lifestyle podcast. Like they talk about what that person going on in their life, and I'm not. My biggest thing was not.
And
to,
they have they have like Happy Daddy or
yeah
something.
yeah
Happy
they have their
Dads.
own like self.
Happy Dads. Have you guys tried them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Honest
I-
opinion.
Probably cause I don't like seltzers. Probably like a 3 out of 10. I don't like seltzers.
Have you had a High Noon?
Yeah.
I feel like those are better.
You have a Happy Dad? You guys probably sell them there, huh?
At a sister club, not at our club though, for some reason.
I might have to call you one day.
We
'cause-
should though, cause
Dude,
like
you
they're
could-
popular.
If you bring those, you can resell those here. You know how they're like $20? People here, my roommate sold like 3 cases for $50 a case. 60, yeah.
Because they don't sell it here.
They don't have they go around different states, so right now it's only like sold in like 4 states right now.
I was thinking the same thing about like Spotted Cow, like having my dad like send me packages of
And you
Spotted
sell
Cow,
it
and
at-
then me like selling it for.
No, yeah. But no, this podcast hopefully in like it's I don't know. I do it because I like to do it. I like to have people like we have like with yours we have like 8 episodes we haven't released yet. So like yeah, so it's insane. So we have a lot of people on and it's just a vibe. Like we chill.
Do you want like more girls? Or are you looking
Yeah.
for more like a
Yeah,
guy?
actually.
Like what's your
yeah. So right
target
now
market?
50-50.
Okay, so both.
I want like a girl and guy market because I looked at the analytics like literally the other day.
It's both have both sides because we are so different and we've had different experiences.
what I'm-
Mhm, for sure.
Like my experiences with men
You want to be
are
a host
like
on this podcast? You should be a host on this
I have
podcast.
to come back.
No, but this podcast, like, we want to be very mobile. So, like, if someone can't come, like, a lot of friends in California, they've hit
You
me
should
up.
have them. Do
Yeah.
like a,
So when I fly out there in June, when I go out there in June or July, I'm bringing this all with me.
Yeah.
We're gonna podcast out there, but no, the biggest thing right now is because I have like we have a total of 18, 19 episodes right now, and literally 3/4 as guys. Now I just want not to be sexist, but just girls, because like girls have it. Like every girl that's come on this podcast is like a different. Every person that's come on is a different perspective, but girls, it's like the opposite of like what we say almost, because like.
Yeah, it brings
he
a
had his-
different
he had his
perspective
own
on things
podcast.
too.
And his podcast did amazing, just because like he told his story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now that I've figured out how to work everything, probably like our first podcast, I just asked because I didn't know how to work anything. But now everything works really good and it's amazing. So
I'm like, these are nice.
thank you. No, thank you. I
Who's
mean,
there?
so hopefully, like I said, I mean, if your friends see this podcast, they want to come on, let us know.
They probably would.
Maybe one day we'll go out to Scottsdale and we'll podcast with all the Maya
Jeez.
Club.
I'll
He's
show you
sick.
around.
That'd be
That'd be
lit.
sick.
No, that'd be lit. No, yeah, for sure. My roommate likes
You guys
going.
would love it.
I probably would. I like partying.
It's
I
like,
like
at first it like is shocking because you're like, but now I'm used to it, so it doesn't really shock me as much.
Oh, it's
But
just
I feel
another
like
day.
It would be really.
To me, it would be because I like Vegas a lot. I
like
love
my
going to
21st
Vegas.
birthday, my friends flew out, and like I got a table.
Bro, you were chilling on your
and
birthday,
I was
huh?
like, oh wait, did you see pictures?
Yeah, I saw stories.
I planned it to a T. Like I wanted my friends to
Bro, she
have.
was Barbie, bro.
Yeah.
I have to show you the outfit now. Like I still demand on this outfit. Like I was like, this is
Shit.
my 21st birthday. I have to go crazy.
Did you make that or?
No, I bought it. But I like wanted. I planned everything to a T. Like I wanted my friends to have the best time. Like I wanted them to like get the full experience.
To want to move out there.
So I actually like hired a photographer to like follow
Yo.
us around like the paparazzi.
That's the kind of
But-
money you're making. What the?
No,
fuck?
I
We gotta
mean,
move
he's,
it.
he's also my friend. He's also,
yeah,
bro.
Wisconsin's
he's,
ain't good.
he's
ain't
also
it
my
anymore, bro.
friend. So like he
Oh.
he kind of did me a favor at like a discounted rate, but
You like plugged it, yeah.
Still.
and like he's really good at his job, but yeah, I have to show you some of these pictures. Okay. Also, that was after my birthday, I didn't drink for a whole month because I had
Hey.
never been like that in my entire
And
life.
Damn.
when you get drunk here, like you don't open your eyes.
No, I know.
You're like this,
Yeah.
bro. Like her eyelashes, like you can't even like they're so close.
I'm already like
Closed
that right now. Okay, wait. This was me when I left the club. Wait,
Let
can
me
you show your camera?
I don't know if they can probably
That was
see
me when
it.
I left the club.
Yeah,
Thank
actually
God
you
I had
could.
like
Let me
really
see.
good friends.
Just bring it up to the.
Oh my God. Okay. And at
You were living your best life, huh?
At this club, they had like this pink car, and I was like, I need to get pictures in that.
Yo.
So I literally, at this point, I'm totally gone. So I didn't even realize that I like Venmoed the security guards like to pick me up like in this chair to get pictures. but I found that out the next day.
I didn't know the security guard.
Where's like the actual pictures
It's pretty
of
funny.
me? Okay. This is what I was wearing.
Okay.
The pink glitzy jacket.
Did you get that made or you like found all that whole outfit?
It's from IMGA.
What is that?
Shout out IMG.
Yeah, thank you. This was like the
IMGA.
best birthday outfit ever. Here's all my friends.
I want to see.
Yeah,
your
that's a
friends.
big ass
Your friends from
group.
Florida?
So, this is my roommate. These are my roommates. Friend.
Oh, I know him. I've seen him with you a couple times.
Yep, that's Keegan.
Shout out Keegan.
Shout out Keegan.
Dang. So
Yeah, it was a great time.
sorry, not even a question, but my last thing to tell you is what advice do you have for girls going into high school and going into college? What advice do you have for
That's
them?
a good question.
For high school, nothing matters. Like if you have drama or like it's not the end of the world. Like my sister is 15 and she's always like talking to me about
Boys.
like what's going on in high school and like how girls are mean and whatever, and I'm like it means nothing.
Yeah.
Like once you go to college or like if you go somewhere else, like once you graduate high school, no one cares what you did in high school.
Facts.
So that's why, like, those of you that did peak in high school, like, I'm sorry, because, like, I personally can't imagine. But college,
Can't relate.
college, like,
It's a whole nother ball game.
I think, like, it depends on what you want to do, too. Like, if I could redo it, I don't know if I would go to college or if I would just go to, like, a community college because
I went to
it is a
tech.
lot of money. And if you look at it, it's kind of a scam.
I went
So,
to
like,
tech.
unless you're going for something that you genuinely do need a college education for,
Go.
like I would say don't let people's opinions about college like force you into college. Like you can still move and like do something else and not have any college experience.
True.
So
Facts.
yeah.
Especially with what I want to do. I see that a lot where I don't need because I want to do music and like end all be all. I want to do like producing studio stuff
Yeah.
like that. So like I don't need all the fancy like learning stuff because
And
I
it would
already
honestly
knew
just
stuff
be like a
from it.
waste of money for you
Yeah,
because
true.
I think the most value I found in college is just networking,
Okay.
meeting people. But now I do more networking at the job that I have now, where I know people that are successful that I can talk to them.
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
It's literally who you know. And Joe Wallander always told me that, by the way. Like, that is the only thing that he ever told me that I really, like, that actually
Locked
stuck
in?
with me. Yeah.
Facts. No, I mean, yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Let's give it up for Kara, guys.
Yay.
Thank you for coming on the podcast. No, it means a lot to us. I'm glad you came on the podcast. We're definitely gonna link everything down below. Glad you came on. I seen that in Fond du Lac. I was like, dude, I remember I hit up all of them in the group chat like, bro, we gotta have like Kara. Like, who's Kara? I sent it like, oh, we know who she is.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody seen her in a while, you know, like.
Yeah, it has been a minute.
So I was like, you know what, gotta get her tapped in. And thank goodness you came. And so, what did you think of the podcast? What do you think? Is this your
I
first
loved
podcast?
it. Yeah. It was fun.
Nice.
I like talking though, so.
No,
Solid.
that's how
That's
That's
I.
why,
why,
yeah.
that's why
That's how
I'm
we started
like,
because we love talking. But me personally, I think you should do social media. I think you'll be like really good at it. Even
Honestly, yeah.
even if it's like a TikTok or even Instagram stories, like just something.
It does take a lot of
Instagram
time though,
Reels.
so I
Like
would have
little
to be like
updates.
really like
No,
disciplined.
It does take a lot of time. Like this is all scheduled almost.
Yeah.
So like, and then editing and then posting them is like another 3. Yeah, it is time consuming, but
Yeah.
it's what I love, so I do it. Honestly, do what you love. Like,
Yeah.
cause like the criticism. I've heard it. The first podcast we posted, they were telling us to change our name. Our first podcast. They thought it was like, oh, you're supporting. No, we're not supporting Toxic at all. It's a name. I want this to be a brand one day.
It's almost like owning it because
I've been through
like
it.
it is, yeah, and it's kind of like a problem.
Yeah.
I've been through it. Yeah, toxic is like a big word right now. That's like probably number 5 trending word literally on Twitter every day.
Yeah.
And then another thing with this channel, we want to branch it out. Like, for example, me and my roommate are going to have our own property channel. It's going to be CNC Rentals. That's going to be a branch under this. And then he's going to have his own channel under this channel, which he's going to do with singing.
Yeah.
Music and stuff.
So, and then we're going to do content videos too coming up because we don't post. We only post Tuesdays, Thursdays at 6:30 Central Time. All time Central Time. But so we're going to start posting videos on Sunday, making like 10, 15 minute, just like stupid videos of just what we do in a day on a weekend. But
I think that's smart too, because like people
I try
that
to
have
do
short attention spans, like
Exactly. No, and I can watch podcasts like all day, like when I drive, like because I work in Oshkosh, so I can watch podcasts all day.
Yeah.
But hey, guys, do you have any more questions? Sorry. You want to say? Sorry, I keep doing that, but
Anything else for me?
no, you answered everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just glad you came on this podcast. It means a lot. No, seriously, everybody that comes on this podcast means a lot to me because like it shows it's like not because there's some people that I want to come on but they won't because they're shy or they didn't get exposed. But it's like I talk about things before.
Yeah.
Make sure what's comfortable and what's not. We go from there. But yeah, this is welcome to Toxic Kings.
Thank
For
you.
sure.
This was fun.
Thank you. But anyway, guys, once again, this is a Toxic Kings podcast. I'm Cruz.
Santana.
Kara.
And guys, and we'll see you Tuesday, Thursday, 6 a.m. Central Time. Make sure you guys tell your mom's mom, your aunt's friends to like and subscribe, and we out.
Yeah, baby girl, I got some toxic traits. Yeah.